Every day another wave, trying to keep our heads above it, trying not to drift away. Everybody wanted pieces of energy we didn't have, so we started searching for a place where we could finally exhale. Found a shoreline in the distance, found a silence in the blue, found a version of ourselves we never knew we. Somewhere between the moonlight and the tide rolling in, we stopped surviving and started listening. We found the water when the fire got too high. We found the water when the world became too loud. A place to float, a place to breathe, a place to become who we're meant to be. We found the water, we found the water. No map, no destination, just trusting where the current led. Some nights it felt like healing, some nights it felt like starting again. Every conversation, every dream we shared built another bridge toward the women waiting there. Somewhere beyond the pressure, somewhere beyond the fear, we found a little peace and decided to stay here. We found the water when the fire got too high. We found the water when the world became too loud. A place to float, a place to breathe, a place to become who we're meant to be. We found the water, we found the water. Maybe that's why we're here, not to escape forever, just long enough to remember who we are. Beneath the noise, beneath the weight, beneath the world. We found the water and everything got quiet. We found the water and everything felt lighter. Still growing, still healing, still reaching for the sun. We found the water and the journey had begun. Float beside me. The world got loud again. Everybody pulling in my energy. Too many voices, too many expectations, too many versions of me. I almost disappeared, trying to carry things that weren't mine. Then you pulled up, no questions asked, and sat with me a while. No fixing, no pressure, no pretending we're okay. Just two souls taking off the armor at the end of a heavy day. Float beside me, we don't gotta solve it tonight. Let the waves hold everything we've been carrying inside. Float beside me, no rescuing required. Just stay here in the quiet till we remember our light. Float beside me, float beside me. Some nights I lose myself, tomorrow. Thinking about old wounds, old mistakes, old versions soaked in sorrow. But you remind me how far we've come when I forget to see the woman I am now. You hold the mirror up for me. No judgment, no deadlines, no race we're trying to win. Just breathing while the moonlight washes over where we've been. So beside me, we don't gotta solve it tonight. Let the waves hold everything we've been carrying inside. So beside me, no rescue when we're quiet. Just stay here in the quiet till we remember our light. Float beside me, float beside me. Maybe healing isn't lonely. Maybe growth was never meant to be. Maybe sometimes all we really need is somebody floating next to us when the water gets deep. Maybe that's enough. Float beside me when the world gets heavy again. We'll disappear into the blue like we always did. Float beside me through every season ahead. Different dreams, different paths, still floating side by side. Float beside me, float beside me. Blue light on the dashboard, city sleeping outside. Another midnight conversation with nowhere we gotta drive. Talking about old versions, the women we used to be, the ones who settle for less, the ones who forgot their dreams. We said there had to be more than surviving every day, more than carrying pain around and calling it okay. So we started asking questions nobody else would ask. And somewhere in those moments we started getting our power back. One story led to another, one truth led to release. One honest conversation brought another piece of peace. Blue moon conversations, talking till the sky turns gold, turning pain into constellations, making meaning out of what we hold. Blue moon conversations, somewhere between tears and trust, we found pieces of ourselves in the story shared between us. Blue moon conversations, blue moon conversations, talking about the future like it was already ours, manifesting bigger lives under sleeping stars. Some nights it was laughter, some nights it was grief. Some nights we held each other up when neither one could breathe. Talking about boundaries, talking about letting go, talking about becoming women our younger selves would know. The world kept saying settle, our souls kept saying rise. So we kept choosing growth, even when it terrified us. One dream became another, one ending became release. Every late night conversation brought another piece of peace. Blue moon conversations, talking till the sky turns gold, turning pain into constellations. found pieces of ourselves in the stories shared between us. Blue moon conversations. At 2 in the morning. Maybe growth looks like honesty without warning. Maybe becoming isn't a destination. Maybe it's the courage to be seen. Maybe every conversation was a bridge we couldn't see, leading us away from survival toward the women we're meant to be. Now the sky is turning gold. All those dreams we spoke about don't feel impossible. Conversations. Every lesson, every scar became part of the story that brought us where we are. Conversations. Still talking underneath the stars. Conversations. Turn the headlights off. Let the shoreline glow. Leave the weight behind us. We don't have to take it where we go. The city's getting smaller in the review of my mind. Every worry losing shape, every fear losing its size. The tide is pulling softly, like it knows exactly what we need. No expectations, no explanations, just a chance to finally breathe. Close your eyes, feel the water pulling all the pressure from your chest. For a moment, nothing needs us. For a moment we can rest. The noise can't reach us here. Not tonight, not tonight. We left the world on the shoreline and drifted in the moonlight. The noise can't reach us here. Tonight, not tonight. No deadlines, no fear. The noise can't reach us here. All the voices fade away like footprints in the sand. All the things we couldn't fix slipping gently from our hands. No need to carry tomorrow when we're standing in right now. The stars don't ask for answers, the ocean doesn't ask us how. Somewhere between the waves and the silence in the sky, we remember who we are when life isn't passing us by. Close your eyes, feel the current pulling all the heaviness away. For a moment we are weightless, floating farther than the day. The noise can't reach us here. Not tonight, not tonight. We left the world on the shoreline and drifted in the moonlight. The noise can't reach us here. Not tonight. No pressure, no fear. The noise can't reach us here. Maybe peace was never something we had to find. Maybe peace was always waiting just beyond the noise. Maybe healing sounds like waves. Maybe freedom feels like air. Maybe all we ever needed was remembering we were here. chasing your answers, I was searching for mine. Some nights we talk for hours about the women we become, drawing futures in the darkness before the morning ever comes. Everybody saw the struggle, nobody saw the plans, nobody heard the promises we whispered to the universe with open hands. Different roads, different reasons, different ways we learned to grow, but every dream felt a little closer when somebody else believed it too. Same stars, different wishes, same sky, different visions, looking up from where we were toward the lives we knew exist. Stars, different wishes, different prayers, different distances, but somehow every dream we carried started feeling possible. You saw freedom one way, I saw it another. Different definitions, still searching for something better. Some dreams came together, some changed with time. Some doors closed behind us, so better ones could arrive. We weren't wishing for perfection, we were wishing for peace, for lives that finally felt aligned, for room to simply breathe. Different seasons, different timing, different lessons we had to learn, but every dream a little brighter when somebody else saw what we saw. Same stars, different wishes, same sky, different visions, looking up from where we were toward the lives we knew exist. Stars, different wishes, different prayers, different distances, but somehow every dream we carried started feeling possible. Maybe that's the magic, not wanting all the same things, but cheering for each other anyway. Maybe that's what love looks like, maybe that's what growth becomes, when two souls refuse to stay small. Same stars, different wishes, now the future doesn't feel so far. Different paths still shining underneath the same stars, different wishes, still dreaming, still believing, still becoming. Remember when the world felt heavier, every step felt hard to take, every thought became a mountain, every breath another wave. We were holding on to everything, afraid to let it fall apart, trying to carry whole galaxies inside our tired hearts. But somewhere in the unraveling, somewhere in the release, we stopped gripping every outcome and finally found some peace. Nothing changed overnight, sky didn't suddenly clear, but one day I looked around and the weight wasn't here. Gravity left the room the moment we stopped fighting the tide. Gravity left the room the moment we stopped running from our lives. Suddenly breathing came easy, suddenly healing felt true. Gravity left the room and made space for something new. The future doesn't scare me like it used to before. I'm not standing at the same doorway, knocking on the same closed doors. The woman in the mirror feels familiar now somehow, like she's been waiting patiently only for me to become her now. Every lesson, every breakdown, every chapter had a place, leading us toward the version that was hidden underneath the pain. Nothing changed overnight, but everything feels different here. Like somewhere along the journey, we outgrew the fear. Gravity left the room the moment we stopped fighting the tide. Gravity left the room the moment we stopped running from our lives. Suddenly breathe came easy. Suddenly healing felt true. Gravity left the room and made space for something new. Maybe freedom isn't flying. Maybe freedom is release. Maybe strength isn't carrying everything. Maybe strength is finally choosing peace. Maybe we were never broken. Maybe we were becoming. Maybe all this time the weight was teaching us something. Gravity left the room and silence filled the air. Gravity left the room and somehow we were still there. Still dreaming, still growing, still reaching for the light. Gravity left the room. Gravity left the room. Used to think healing had a finish line, a place I'd finally arrive, where every scar stopped aching and every dream came alive. But somewhere in the becoming, I started understanding this. The beauty wasn't in arriving, the beauty was always this. Every lesson, every setback, every mountain I had to climb was shaping pieces of a woman I hadn't met at the time. Now I don't rush the process, I don't chase perfection anymore. I'm learning how to love myself in every version before. Beautifully unfinished, still growing into who I'll be. Beautifully unfinished, still discovering pieces of me. No rush, no timeline, no race to run. I'm exactly where I need to be. Beautifully unfinished, beautifully becoming. There were moments I felt broken, moments I felt behind, comparing my chapter 3 to somebody else's chapter 9. But healing doesn't move in straight lines, and growth doesn't ask permission. Sometimes becoming yourself requires a little demolition. The old belief, the old fears, the old stories had to go, so the woman underneath them finally had room to grow. Now I welcome the mystery of everything I haven't seen, because every day reveals another piece of who I'm meant to be. Beautifully unfinished, still growing into who I'll be. Beautifully unfinished, still discovering pieces of me. No rush, no timeline, no race to run. I'm exactly where I need to be. Beautifully unfinished, beautifully becoming. Maybe we were never falling apart, maybe we were falling into place. Maybe every ending was a doorway leading taking us somewhere we couldn't see. Maybe becoming isn't about fixing. Maybe becoming is remembering who we've been all along. Beautifully unfinished, still blooming in my own season. Beautifully unfinished, still trusting without needing reasons. No finish line, no destination, just another step toward me. Beautifully unfinished, beautifully becoming. Beautifully becoming. Beautifully free. I can see her in the distance, standing somewhere in the light. Not so far that I can't reach her, not so close she's in my sight. Every version came and taught me something I was meant to know. Every chapter left a breadcrumb leading where I'm meant to go. I don't fear the unknown future like I used to yesterday, because every version of me found a way along the way. The road keeps unfolding, the stars keep calling my name, and for the first time and forever I'm excited by the change. Into the next version, I'll keep becoming, keep unfolding like waves beneath the moon. Into the next version, I'll keep believing, keep dreaming like I've always learned to do. I don't need the whole picture, I don't need every clue. I'll keep walking towards tomorrow until the next version of me comes through. Some dreams are still waiting, some doors haven't opened yet. Some prayers are still traveling through the universe ahead. But I trust the timing now more than I ever did before, 'cause every chapter that I questioned led me to another shore. Not finished, not complete, still finding parts of who I am. But every day feels lighter now that I understand. Growth isn't a destination, it's a rhythm in the soul. And every version that arises makes room for one more. Until the next version, I'll keep becoming, keep unfolding like waves beneath the moon. Until the next version, I'll keep believing, keep dreaming like I've always learned to do. I don't need the whole picture, I don't need every clue. I'll keep walking towards tomorrow until the next version of me comes through. To the woman waiting somewhere beyond horizons, I can see we're coming closer every day with every lesson, every dream, every piece of healing. To the woman we're becoming, we haven't met you yet, but we already love you. Until the next version, we'll keep going, keep glowing beneath the same moonlight. Until the next version, we'll keep trusting, keep flowing toward everything that's right. No ending, no goodbye, just another chapter beginning. Until the next version, until the next version, until the next version.